Welcome, Agile friends. My name is Vasco Duarte, and I'm hosting this session with our amazing guest, Phillip Starke, an Agile and Product Coach who will be talking to us about continuous experimentation. Hey, Phillip, welcome to the
Hi,
summit.
hi Vasco. Thanks for having me.
So there are also other sessions that will touch on the topic of continuous discovery and continuous experimentation. For example, Roman Pichler, a keynote last year, will be talking about how to develop the habit of continuous discovery in our teams. So check that out at productownersummit.org. But now it's time to focus on our guest and the topic for this session. Phillip, could you share with us the journey that led you to learn and apply continuous experimentation in product development? What triggered you? What got you there to develop this idea of continuous experimentation?
Sure, absolutely. So I think for me, there was actually one very specific experience that I made that really drove the idea home. So my journey in product development started in the automotive industry, in the German automotive industry, where I got the first introductions to the agile values, to Scrum. And then later on, I switched to software development and became a product owner for a team. And actually, during that time, I've always been reading a lot, learning a lot, and learning often means failing. So you make mistakes and you learn from them. And essentially, I think that's probably at the heart of Agile, right? You try stuff to see how it works, and then you go from there. It can be in the product, but can also be about processes and yourself. And in my career, I worked as a product owner, I mentioned before, for a company that we had a B2B software that we were selling to insurances, for example. And we were pretty successful. But we didn't really do experiments. We didn't really do discovery. It was fine. We had really good salespeople. We had a really good relationship with our customers. But only after leaving the company did I realize what we were missing out on by not doing this discovery, not doing experimentation, because I then moved to Spain, and many of our customers were in Spain during that time. And yeah, the product that we were selling was essentially our customers would send us a vehicle identifier, so a license plate of the car, and we would give back, okay, what is this vehicle? So if you have a BMW, you send me the license plate, I give you back BMW 3 Series, this engine, this registration date, and so on. And this is really important in the insurance business because the insurances calculate their premiums based on this. And when I went to Spain, I had to register my car and I bought an insurance. And then I realized the entire process of selling insurance, of buying an insurance as a customer was horrible. The process was very complicated. I had to call people. They called me back. I had to enter my data multiple times, and they were using our service here. So we already were part of this process. So there's already improvement based on like in Germany, where you don't have this at all, where you have to enter all of the data manually. Here, at least I could enter only my license plate. But we were a very, very small part of the process. And in the entire time we were working on our service, we always got the feedback, quality, quality, quality. And this is important, but we were this small part of this big process, and the quality here was really good, but around the edges, it wasn't great. And so just talking to a user one time, when I was responsible for this product, one time talking to a user that was trying to buy an insurance in Spain would have told us right away, okay, quality is important. And we did a lot of stuff there. We like machine learning, whatever, AI, I think you have to call it today. But we were successful, but we just opening our blinders a little bit, we could have had so much bigger impact with the users there, for the insurances to help them as well here. And this was a very an inflection point, I think, for me, because even though we were successful, I learned that there was so much more we could have done if we would have just done more discovery, talked to users, experimented more, and that kind of got me going more towards this direction. That was a very important experience for me.
And this story is really important from the perspective of clarifying that it's not that the software works fine, but it's that the users get the benefit that is intended. But what I hear you say is also that you might have found other business opportunities, not just how to improve the software, but if you talk to the users, you would have found out other areas of the process that you could have developed towards and made better and made more business.
Absolutely. I mean, the insurances, not to like step on anybody's toes here, but they're not the, let's say, technology savviest companies. So, so we could have helped a lot there and built different business cases, you know. And I think yeah, the possibilities there would have been really, yeah, significant, and we just never